Hello ladies and gentlemen, Gamer Grimm here, and welcome to Clash Royale. Now I've been playing for quite a while here. This past week I've been actually just kind of hovering around in Arena 5, and I've been doing some math actually in the game as far as the currency and such. So I actually wanted to make a video on how to play Clash Royale for free. Boy, this is going to be a long episode if I can't use words. Anyhow, so today what we're going to do is we're going to ask the three questions and answer them. That really is important as far as playing a freemium game for free. Questions: what is the best way to get currency for free? What is the best use of currency? And then how do I resist temptation to not put money into a freemium game? This is, a very common formula for freemium games that you can play for free, but you're going to have to pay to win. We all know that, and this is one of those games. That's how they make money from a free game that you're not paying for. So it can be very difficult, but you still can enjoy yourself, have a good time, and play for free, and still be quite competitive as well. So let's go ahead, let's jump into that first question here. What is the best way to get currency? Well, there are two forms of currency. There's gold and there's gems. For gold, it really is pretty easy. There are two different ways you can get it. Number one, donate a ton. That is my biggest recommendation. There are people in my alliance and alliances that I've been in that don't donate very much, but it really is the best for not only the alliance, but also for you. You get a lot of coins from doing that. So for instance, in my alliance, I'm number 11 here. I've donated 216. I'm actually, kind of leading the alliance. I'm one of the top ones, obviously. We have Papa John here, who's doing quite a bit better than me. But basically, from donating, not only are you kind of, making a good relationship with your alliance, it is an alliance after all, but also you are getting coins from cards that you don't use. So, for instance, my deck, I don't use my knight and I don't use my archers. It's not that they're bad. Other people use them. It's just not part of my strategy. So I have plenty of those. Go ahead, donate them to those people. That's totally fine. I'll actually make another video when it comes to donations as far as the best way to donate, because if you do donate everything, you won't ever be able to level up. But as far as gold, donate a ton. Also, you get gold from chests. Now, this is common knowledge. Only reason I bring that up, chests do give more gold the higher arena that you go. People, I don't know why, some people feel that they have the need to tank. They need to go back to the other arena in order to get a certain card that they don't have. But no, that's not the case. You still have a chance to get that card, and you're getting more gold and value from your chests in general. So you definitely need to keep it that way. You do get 5 to 7 chests a day if you play regularly, just from the ones on the bottom here. That doesn't even include the free chests and the crown chests that you get as well. So that's the first currency, gold. However, gems, well, how do we get the most gems? Well, I'm not going to do anything like, go to this different app and do this weird thing and make me money or something. No, I'm not doing any of that. But to be honest, there really isn't any specifically great way to make gems. You can do it by doing achievements, and that's great, but it really isn't. It's not like you can go out of your way to do these. I mean, donate right there. You can donate. Also, just make sure you watch a replay at some time and join a clan. It's pretty self-explanatory. Other than that, it's going to be just a few gems from chests here and there, and that's going to be the best that it gets. That is the premium currency, but just got to go slow but steady and not give in to temptation to buy gems, because it is very tempting. I am a free-to-play player, but I did spend $20 to get a chest, which I partially regret. I'll go over that in a second. But then question number 2, what should I use my currency on? Well, first of all, as far as gold, it's pretty simple. One thing you definitely want to do is upgrades. Obviously, prioritize the ones that you use. Maybe if they're not, in your deck every single day, but you have them in your deck quite a bit. And if you need some help knowing what things to upgrade, everybody's strategy is different, but you can look at the TV Royale here, and you can look at, okay, so where what are some cards that you see in a lot of people's decks? So, for instance, right here, I'm seeing a lot of minion hordes, musketeers, goblins. I personally love barbarians, and there's quite a few barbarians as you go through here as well. But this is not what your deck is going to look like, especially because if you're a free-to-play player, you're not going to have these legendary characters at level 4 or 5. It's going to be hard to get a legendary character in general, but that's besides the point. All I'm saying is that you can look here to just see some commonly used characters that are good, and you can use that to upgrade. Also, something else you can spend your gold on is cards. Today's Epic Sunday, so we have a lot of cards. Now, this is not necessarily a bad use of gold. You can use gold in this, and it would be a good investment. However, I have done the math. Like I said earlier, I've been doing the math and such. So it is very important that you don't go too high. It does increase in cost the further you go. So for the common characters here, you want to get in between 10 to 15. Obviously, you can go lower than that, but don't go above that. 10 to 15 is going to be the sweet spot right there. Then, as far as the rare cards, sweet spot is going to be 3 to 5. I actually bought 6 Hog Riders today because I absolutely love the Hog Rider, along with pretty much everybody else. But 3 to 5 is going to be the sweet spot with the rare ones. And then also Epic, 2,000 gold. Well, that's quite a bit. I would recommend not going after that. I've only bought one Epic card so far, and it was the Expo a few weeks ago when I thought that it was so freaking amazing, but it really isn't that amazing. It's pretty good, but it's not amazing. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, especially just because Epic cards are so rare. You don't really want to use too many Epic cards in your deck anyhow, just because it'll be significantly lower level than common cards and even rare cards. But if you are going to buy, just buy one Epic card. Do not get any more than that. Now, so that's gold. But as far as gems, that's obviously where it gets tricky because gem is the premium currency. This is the currency that you would have to pay for. It's really, really slow to get. But there are 3 different ways that you can spend gems. First of all, you can spend it on treasure chests, like you see here. The cost varies depending on what arena you're in. So when you unlock more characters, the price goes up in gems. The second way you can do it, you can spend gems on gold here. And then also the last thing that you can spend gems on is to speed up your treasure chests. Now, all freemium games have some variation of using the premium currency to speed up progress. So like as far as these chests here at the bottom, I would never recommend spending gems to speed up your chest because it's gonna happen. It's so easily avoidable. I mean, that's 18 gems that I am just skipping 3 hours for. 18 gems, if you're getting them 2, 3 at a time, that takes a really long time to acquire, even that 18. Instead, it's just 3 hours. Just leave that be. Now, as far as gems in the store, we can spend them on treasure chests, or we can spend them on gold. Well, first of all, we're gonna kick out of the way. You're never gonna get a super magical chest by saving up gems, nor a wagon of gold. And the simple reason behind that is I don't believe that anybody has the amount of patience that it would take to be a free-to-play player and collect 3,100 or 4,500. However, so we still do have bucket of gold versus magical chest. It's going to be 600 and 500. Which one's better? Well, in short, it's the gold. Let me explain why here just via the math. So for 500 gems, you get 10,000 gold. I mean, just super simple, easy, straightforward. Now, with the magical chest, 600 gems, you are getting 500 gold, and then you're getting 2 epics and 13 rares. So first of all, here's the thing. You're losing out on the gold, first of all. So whatever characters that you get, or whatever cards you get, epics, rares, whatever, it's going to be hard to level them up, because eventually leveling up gets expensive. It's going to be hard to level it up once you even get the cards, because you probably won't have that much gold. But in addition to that, you're spending 600 gold getting only 2 epics, which in other words would be 4,000 gold. Or you can spend less gems, get 10,000 gold, which is equivalent to 5 epics. And that way, you actually get to choose which epic cards you want or which rare cards you want. So as far as the number of cards, you will be getting more cards from purchasing gold and doing the gold in the store. And then also you get to choose which cards, which obviously in the chest, you don't get to choose what cards you're going to get. So yeah, I mean, in short, I would definitely recommend getting the gold, using gems on gold. But also, the only other thing I was going to say is that when you look at the gold, it's 60 for 1,000 gold or 500 for 10,000. It is better, obviously, to hold on and wait till you get 500 gems, but that will take a while. If there's like an epic or some rare cards or an upgrade that you want to make right away, it isn't a huge sin to just spend 60 gems on 1,000 gold. It's not that bad. It really is not that bad at all. So that's the second question. Now we're going to go on to the third question, my personal favorite: how to resist temptation. Because it is so easy to just think, it's like, well, I mean, a super duper magical chest is only $20. I can do that. Well, I still would not recommend it, and here's why. Spending money doesn't necessarily improve gameplay to any degree. It does speed up your progress. I guess what I'm saying is that if you spend money on the game, yes, your deck gets better, your team gets better, and so you might advance a little bit as far as your trophy number goes. But you're still going to hit that point where you're going up against people that are the same level as you. It's going to happen. It happens to the top players in the world. Oops, wrong one. It happens to the top players in the world. These guys, oh yeah, which by the way, if you want to be one of these guys, yeah, you're going to have to drop some major cash because that definitely will get expensive. But even these guys, they're spending tons of money on the game, and they're going up against people that are just as good as them. I mean, that's the point of the game. You're matched up against people that are basically just about as good as you. Obviously, there is matchmaking where if you win like 5 in a row, you'll be put up against somebody that's probably slightly better than you as far as the numbers go. But yeah, I mean, no matter how much money you spend in the game, you're still going to be playing people that are good, that'll be good against your team. Also, this is a common formula. If you get somebody to buy something once, they will most likely buy again. And this is just common knowledge. I used to be super in depth into a freemium game called Marvel Puzzle Quest. I actually was one of the best players in the world. Started out, I spent $5 so I could recruit more characters, and then it soon turned into several $100s because I was one of the best in the world. I was talking with the developers and everything like that. I was super into this game. Now, overall, I will say that at the end, I did spend hundreds of dollars, but I was able to sell my account, and I technically made $20 over the course of that year and a half. So, I mean, I'm sure that equates to like 5 cents an hour, but I guess I did end up not doing too bad in that regard. But that's exactly it. Money really isn't going to make you go much further. It'll speed it up. You can have just as much fun as a free-to-play player as you can the guys that are sitting atop. And the guys that are sitting on top, I mean, they have a different play method. They want to be one of the best in the world. My goal right now, I spent some money on the game. I got a baby dragon out of it, so I am happy with that. But otherwise, it was kind of garbage. But I'm having a lot of fun. I'm playing against people that are, about my speed, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it with my clan and everything. In fact, actually, I'll donate here. I was at 99 of 100, but I know I'll get 10 my next request, so I'll be able to level it up because that's the card I'm looking for. But anyhow, yeah, so that's basically it. Best way to get currency is time, what to use currency on, gold, and use gold on cards or upgrades, and then how to resist temptation. You just got to realize that it isn't going to take you that much farther. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. I am considering doing more Clash Royale videos because I do very much enjoy this game. I would like to think, I totally love math. I would like to think that I know a decent amount about this game. I'm planning on hoping to start a series, like how to use series, where I'll take different cards like, spear goblins. I'll go down their strengths and weaknesses and some different strategies and ways that you can use them. And I was just going to go through a lot of different characters like that, strengths, weaknesses, and some potential strategies on how you can use them. So feel free to leave a like if you would like to see a little bit more from this game. I obviously will continue to do other mobile games because that is what I do. I try to cover as many mobile games as possible. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, if there's nothing else, see you in the next video. Gamer Grimm out.